Really solid language spoke by Buddha. Okay, got it? Don't worry, we will go into this later. So this is typically what they say, it is in this. But what I want to stress to you is these are qualities. You will typically hear this phrase 969. 9 qualities of Buddha, 6 qualities of Dhamma, 9 qualities of Sangha. You typically hear this 969. Okay? First and foremost, Buddha never said 969. I just let you know. Buddha lined it like this, but he never said, if you are my disciple, you will understand 969. and then you say Buddha should have one more. Then we can buy 4D. 9693, 9695, can buy for them. 3 refuges and 5 precepts. Okay? Whatever it is. But he never said 969. He merely said qualities of Buddha. That's what you need to have faith in. Okay? Likewise, quality of the Sangha. Well expounded, directly visible, immediately effective, calling one to come see, leading on, personally realized by the wise. And in fact, there is a group that is typically associated with BF. It's called Ehipasiko group. The word is there. Calling one to come and see. Ehipasiko. Okay? It's a chanting group for the departed. Lovely name, but not quite the same meaning here. And finally, you have Sangha. And it says, having Saddha in Sangha as follows. Order of the exalted one's disciple practicing well of upright conduct has entered the path. The path is practicing correctly. Full stop. Those are the qualities. And because they are of these qualities, one day they will be the 4 pairs of person at 8 individual. And these are the one worthy of all the support we can give. So qualities is that 4. That they are of upright conduct, practicing well, enter the path, and practicing correctly. Okay? Okay? So that's straight. Then you say, what is the hurry? The hurry is because I need to get to here. The real talk. So for those of you who missed earlier, it's okay. This is where it starts. Okay? How could just having that, and this is the first time I use the word faith. It's all deliberate. Huh? How could mere faith in those qualities which you all have lead to enlightenment? Because the intent of Saddha is step 1 to enlightenment. Your milestone in the practice starts with Saddha. Okay? So it is that. It's like the opening. It's the opening point. This is this is like you get this wrong. How to get the rest right? And I will explain to you why you have to get this right. Huh? Straightforward, trust, being receptive, being open, having personal relationship. That's where trust is strongest. And I can almost bet you, most of you here will say, I never doubt Buddha. Maybe once a while, but generally I don't doubt Buddha. So that's why I never doubt. We don't doubt Buddha's enlightenment, that the Dhamma is powerful and effective. We know that. And we know Sangha. We know they're practicing well and they have wisdom. And that so the 4 pairs of 4 pairs of people, 8 individual, that is the Aryas, they're noble ones, they're really realized. But how could mere beliefs lead us to be enlightened? Okay? Then some people will complain online and say, get to the point. That's the point. Part 1 of the point. What does Saddha really mean? First and foremost, I know, I made this mistake, but I need to have it up here so I don't focus on clicking, you see. I put out the words, everybody like, they start looking at the words. So look at me first. Okay, this way. Look at this way first, okay? First and foremost, they are called triple gem. No S. No need S. You don't count them, you count them collectively, okay? Triple gem because they are so rare. They are so invaluable, precious. Like gem, very expensive, very precious. You will keep it, but don't keep it. Use it, okay? Because actually, this triple gem together, must be together. Cannot I go one, I just take Buddha. Then Dhamma Sangha leh, never mind next life. In 3 lives, I'm done. Cannot like this. Collectively, that's where the power is. They must be used collectively. So collectively, they are what it takes. These are the qualities. The 3 of them collectively are the qualities that get you enlightened. You understand, huh? I repeat, they are qualities. So the qualities of the Buddha, the qualities of the Dhamma, the qualities of that 4 parts of the Sangha, together, if you understand them, it's a description of your enlightenment. If you understand those qualities, then become you. They are your enlightened state. But I'm not enlightened. Then how? Then you train to get those qualities to be enlightened. Get it? There's a step there. So let's go into a bit more detail. And the point here, when they are fully internalized, that's why I said they are qualities that become you. Your qualities, the triple gem qualities, must be you. When they are fully internalized, you are enlightened. And when you are enlightened, no more dukkha, cessation of dukkha. Okay? Now let's look at the words. I only pick out a few of those words. You see the words perfectly. Okay, let's go back. So now this is where you go, I want to know what he said. I know, yeah. Arahant, perfectly enlightened. But the part that I need you to focus on are knowledge and conduct. So a fully enlightened person have full, complete knowledge of Dhamma. Agree? And this is the part that is important. Not the knowledge alone. It is always vidya charana sampanno. Vidya, knowledge, charana, conduct. It means you must have sila, perfection. Then you say, I'm not perfect. You're not enlightened, ma. You enlighten, you will be perfect. This you must see. Don't go around, and this is where you can use this as your tick guide. Is so and so enlightened. Do you see conduct? You can't see knowledge. Even MRI machine cannot see knowledge. You cannot tell. But can you see conduct? And conduct, you say, oh, the magic power. No, nothing to do with magic. It's the way that they conduct themselves, the things that they say, how they interact with people. Are they patient? Are they gentle? Do they like a little bit only, I'm just training discipline. Yeah, but you can see that anger spewing out the ears, right? Bleeding anger. So cannot lah, sure not realized one. This kind cannot be realized. You yell one time, already minus mark. It cannot. So the Buddha is known to be very patient. People call him names. And he like, take it, man. I'm the man. I take it. Okay, he doesn't go around saying that, but that's the idea, okay? The other one, which I only pick out the words, they are all important. When you realize, you know. But I'm going to pick up the words that to make certain points. Knower of the world. The Buddha had always said, when you're learning to understand reality as is, you have heard of this phrase, right? Yatha Bhuta Inayana Dasana, to realize reality as it is. He always said, it's this body. It's realizing the world arises from this body. Puzzled, never mind. Come for class next week. Saturday start. 12 weeks of lessons, okay? But you need to understand, basically this world is not some magic world. It is the world that we live in. It is us interacting with reality, the world around you. You know any other world, meh? You open your eyes, you hear sound, you smell. That's your reality. And that's the world he talks about. Knower of the world is knower of reality of the world. Then you will say, that very magical, yes. You have to know and truly, completely understand the world as it really is for you to let go of craving. Craving is instinctive. It's habit. Many millennium old habits. You cannot give up craving without understanding Dhamma. You can't. You like 𝐒𝐴𝐸𝐿𝑖𝐑𝐈. You know what happened to tree that is 𝐒𝐴𝐸𝐿𝑖𝐑𝐈? You know, 𝐒𝐴𝐸𝐿𝑖𝐑𝐈 means try really hard. I know it doesn't have the punch, okay, but we have friends overseas, and here we need to translate, okay? So 𝐒𝐴𝐸𝐿𝑖𝐑𝐈 is actually a dialect word for gritting your teeth, gilding your I don't know what, and ready to fight a battle. Okay, that's called 𝐒𝐴𝐸𝐿𝑖𝐑𝐈. So the Chinese is so much easier, okay? And you put up this front that says, hit me, I will overcome. You will kena decapitated. You will break. Brittle, you'll break. Okay? You try so hard not to do it, then your mind keeps going back there, and then eventually you will succumb and do it. And then you will suffer as you struggle. Then you will regret after you give in. No Dhamma. Dhamma will make it so much easier. Think of Dhamma as a fast-track pass at Disney World. It makes it easier. Can jump queue. Okay? Make things possible. Okay, so, know of the world. Trainer of people to be tamed. You are teacher. He is the foremost of teacher. Incomparable. Foremost of teacher. Therefore, what's he teaching? How to calm the mind of those who wish to be calmed, tamed. You don't want, he doesn't bother. It is not his business to go around and, hello everyone, hello everyone, come be calm. Okay, he's not doing that. You wish to, you turn to him, he makes it happen for you. He teach you how to do it. So if he knows how to do it, he knows how to do it. He's a teacher, incomparable. And the gods come and ask for help. And this is what I want to stress. I know that in some places they say, be human, because Dewa cannot practice. Hello, that Buddha go there teach what? Why did the Buddha teach the Dewa? Teachers, right? Dewas and humans. Note, teacher of Dewas and human, which means Dewa can learn. Beta cannot. Animals cannot. The lower realms can't learn. It is here in this sentence, staring at us in the face. Okay? So can still aspire to be Dewa. You don't like this body, so hard. Okay, practice. Okay? Be here. Practice. Nobody can give you a free pass. Got to do it ourselves. Our method is called self-help. Okay? Then, sorry. So that's Buddha, right? And you have to internalize those qualities, which means you have to know what's the Dhamma. You need to see it for yourself. And this comes the next one that says, so here I capture more of the words. The very first description of Dhamma quality, the very first one says, Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo, right? Swakato. Well expounded. How many of you have seen this word time and again and say, well expounded, the most well expounded? Come on, be honest. This one you can put up your hand. You see the word Swakato, well expounded. Yeah, it's well expounded. Of course, the Dhamma is beautiful. You all never even thought that that's important. Or you're too shy and like, Sylvia, just get to the point. Stop making us raise hand. Very tiring. Okay? So my question to you is, how you know it's well expounded? How many of you read Sutta every day? Nobody? So well expounded, why you didn't read? People say everything, everywhere, all at once. Oh, so good, Wing Academy, go watch. This was well expounded. It's correct, right? I didn't get the name wrong, right? Yeah. This was well expounded, then, okay lah. It's like a 5-star of trip advisor through the centuries. How I know it's well expounded? I can't even read it. Can you see what I'm saying? Actually, this word tells you, well expounded, it tells you, you have to read. Because it's well expounded. Because the centuries old wisdom is captured there. And it means that's where your answers are. Any question that you have on understanding this mind for enlightenment, to experience cessation of suffering, the answers are there. Okay? Actually, that's what it means. That you don't know, that you didn't actually check it out properly, that everybody say well expounded, I also must say well expounded, right? That it is like that does not distract from the point that you need to know. So the Dhamma has to be learned, has to be known, but not mere book knowledge. Because of the word Swagato Bhagavata Dhamma, Sanditiko. Seen. That's why it's translated as directly visible. Direct, not hearsay, not told to you by someone. It has to be experienced by you for yourself. You cannot reason your way to enlightenment, okay? I'm just telling you. For those of you who are like, I'm a first-class scholar on Dhamma. I love to dissect the words. Because by dissecting the words, I will understand what the Buddha taught. It doesn't work that way. Okay? For those of you who aspire to turn the sutta inside out and construct this beautiful collection, system, to construct a system of understanding Dhamma, a system, right? What you're doing is Abhidhamma. Okay? This is Abhidhamma. Creating a system of understanding. As if the Dhamma is to be experienced by one intelligent only. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work. So, the Dhamma, how does it work? You first must learn the concepts. That's why Swakato important. You need to learn the concepts. You need to understand the concept. Then you must apply the concepts. You must be able to translate what's written in the text into daily life experience and do the correlation there. It has to. You cannot do this migration from thought, from logic and understanding, from conceptual to reality, to what I do every day. You cannot do that transition. Your Dhamma is only partial. Your knowledge, your understanding is only partial. It has to translate. So, when you are bathing, you're brushing your teeth, and then suddenly, dukkha arya satya. Oh, very good. The noble truth of dukkha, suffering. Oh, very good, very good. Yes, the more I scrub, because I want my teeth to be, oh, sorry, you're supposed to do this way. I want my teeth to be really shining and clean, and because I'm so obsessed about the sparklingness of my teeth, I very dukkha, I suffer. Right, very good, very good. But the Buddha never said that it's okay. This is what it means. It has to translate into daily life. And as you grow, as your understanding grow, as your familiarity grow, Dhamma starts to dawn on you. Dawn. Dawning means it's a transition. It takes time. It takes a while, but you get there. Immediately effective. Now, okay, the word is 𝐒𝐿𝐼𝐑𝐿. And it has been translated as timeless and some other words. But 𝐒𝐿𝐼𝐑𝐿, this word, is very important. Is it immediate? When you realize something, eureka. Is it immediate? That's what it means. Okay? So I say, you observe, you notice, you correlate, you understand, you grow, but they must all happen at once. The whole process of it, right? And then you say, how? Got this observed, then got this notice. You do every day until it becomes very fast. Okay? Day 1, I observe. Day 2, I notice. Day 3, I'm beginning to correlate. Then you say, but you see nanosecond. If it works brilliantly, it will be nanosecond. For you, because you are baby learning to walk. Baby learning to walk, got stand up and run. Have you ever seen that? Like, baby crawl, then, then, Mommy, tomorrow I do marathon. It doesn't, right? It takes a while. But you no longer do that, right? Today, after the talk, you sadhu. You will stand up and walk. But the older we get, the slower it is, lah. Right? You will just like, that's what it means. 𝐒𝐿𝐼𝐑𝐿, a day will come when your understanding grow to the point that it becomes very much a part of your life. That will happen. In those moments, those are called Dhamma moments. When you hear people talk about Dhamma moment, Dhamma moments means a moment in time, in a split second, a teaching by the Buddha suddenly dawned on you. That's your Dhamma moment. In that split second, all these 12 weeks of classes make something in your bathroom. Then why you say, Sister Sylvia, there's a lot of things happening. Why bathroom? Okay, when you're sleeping. Why bathroom? Because bathroom, surely you're alone, right? There is no audience there, right? So that is where you are most in your thoughts. Okay? That's where you think and you read things. I don't know, you do things, but actually in that moment, especially when bathing, you cannot be watching something or reading something, right? Bathing is completely you. That's the moment. Things can happen. Dhamma must come alive then, okay? So in that split second, then you come back and you say, I got a split second realization. Congratulations, you had a Dhamma moment. Here, a star for you. Okay? That's what it means, huh? And now, tell me, I know there are a few of you who have it. You please do me a favor and raise your hands. For those of you who had Dhamma moments, come on, hands up, you had, right? Like that, so shy. Okay. Was it compelling? Like you had that Dhamma moment and I want more. Right? For those of you who had that, that's what it means. The leading on actually means there is a part of you that every time you experience a Dhamma moment with the teaching, right? You're like, sweet, do some more. Today, I think I go celebrate. Let's go drink wine. Don't do that, huh? You erase your Dhamma moment because it takes a few days to get the wine out of your system, okay? And this is the one, personally realized, okay? It has to be personally realized. This is the it must be verifiable by yourself, okay? Now, okay, I need to stress this, the wise. So you say, there, the wise, there. Did you notice, the wise. Right at the end of a very long one. You have your knowledge, you have your conduct, you are beginning to understand the world, you are checking out the Dhamma, and then personally realized by the wise for himself. See that? Actually, to get to a point where wisdom arises takes a while of training and imbuing and understanding and reading and connecting and have kalyana mita. That's why you must donate to BF to build the hall quickly so you have a space to find kalyana mita, Okay? You need that connection. And what this tells you, to build faith. So I realized that my entire speech doesn't talk about building faith. This is where I will say this. You don't want to lose what you already have. You need to keep connecting to it. Connecting with it, to it, whatever. You need to go for talks, watch your YouTube videos on Dhamma, okay? YouTube video on Dhamma, and you read, and you have friends, because you really got no discipline. You need friends to come together to force you to do some Dhamma reading. Yes, that's why you want to plug into a Dhamma circle. You want that. You don't plug in, I can guarantee you in time to come, Dhamma, it's going to happen, okay? If you haven't hit a point where you are safe, then you see, what's safe? Enter the stream. You enter the stream, you are safe. You don't Dhamma, you will still flow right back to Dhamma. Okay? Before that, you can, so think of it like, this stream is a quiet place. It doesn't roam you all over the place. But if you haven't quite hit that sweet spot of Dhamma, right, you can drift away. How many of you, honestly, this one, not trick question, how many of you agree with me because it has happened to yourself or someone you know? Yeah. It will happen, okay? Because Dhamma is so difficult. But when you keep connecting, it becomes easier and easier and easier. For those of you who have gone for retreats, right, you know when you're at a retreat, Dhamma galore. Dhamma moments galore, right? So happens all the time. But, go back to, so I've always had this question, Sis Sylvia, I go for retreat, then I go back, why? I said, because you didn't connect with the Dhamma. Your iPad, your handphone, you don't charge it, what happened? It dies. I hope you realize that. Okay? You need Dhamma charging. And make it a C cable. Is that the best, right? Hey, y'all help me out here. C is good, right? I don't know. Correct, C cable, okay? C for C Dhamma, okay? Sangha. What is Sangha? What is Sangha? Then he said the man in robe. Okay, the Buddha's description is 4 pairs of person, 8 individual. Actually, they are the Aryas, the one who realize, understand Dhamma. They are the Sangha that he was talking about. Okay? But when someone let go of the family, give up all his belonging, and is going to focus on his mission of training the mind and getting to realization, he is Sangha in training. He is the L Sangha, okay, Sangha in training. So as far as the Buddha is concerned, Sangha. Okay? Why like this? You go give out your family, give out your assets and go, lor. The rest of us cannot do it, they can. So it takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of determination. Just for that alone, we honor and respect and support. Just for that, okay? But it has to be that. Because you look at this, Sangha is about application and practice. Because the entire 4 parts, Supatipano, Ujupatipano, Su, well practiced. It means they put in effort. Put in effort. And they're very disciplined. That's why I said diligent. Okay? Ujupatipano, upright. Upright means honest, sincere. They knew what they were doing. They want to get it right. So in your own practice at home, you also have to be diligent and you must be honest with yourself. Don't halfway through and happily, I'm Sotapanna. You know. Then one day you realize you're maybe not really. Then, oh dear. But never mind. The word thinks I am. That's no ujupati now. No. That was not uju. Uju really means you're honest with yourself. You can tell the world for what? It's about you. Being honest with yourself about your own practice. Okay? Sami si patipano, no, nya patipano, it's with understanding. I know what I'm doing. And the last one, sami si patipano, is I am practicing for nibbana. Free liberation of mind. I want to do it right. Okay? For the sole purpose of realizing nibbana. The fact that the Buddha told us that the stages of enlightenment is 4, divided into path and fruit. Got it? Path and fruit, right? Path is the practice, fruit is the taste, the realization, which comes with the understanding. Path means you know what you're doing it consistently, honestly, conscientiously, with right understanding. Then a day will come. You remember the Dhamma moments? This is that Eureka Dhamma moment for them, right? So, and then you grow that light. Okay? That's your fruit. Okay? And it therefore is gradual, right? You always hear the Buddha says it's a gradual thing. How long does it take you to get to this point? We're sitting down here and you understand exactly what I'm saying. How long did it take you? A while. A while. Yeah, because of many, many Dhamma moments you got there. Then 加油, add oil. 加油, 加油, add oil, add oil. In other words, you turn up the heat, you add the fuel for the rest of the journey to happen. Okay? A character transforming life journey that requires understanding, seeing, and insight. Now, let me explain this. This also happens you all know about the Eightfold Path, right? The real thing, not the real thing, the complete thing is tenfold path. Tenfold. And the last 2 missing, because that's for the final stretch, okay? Understanding implies knowledge, data. You have data, you have knowledge. You must understand it correctly. So think of it like this. You buy complicated machines, right? Complex machines. You buy complex. Then you read the manual. Okay? And then you're like, I'm going to call somebody to help. Okay, that's usually my style. But you're not, you're engineer. Okay? You understand, you know how to read manual and you love it, right? You bring manual to bed type. Okay, you love it. But it will take you a while to get it right. So right understanding actually means by dealing with the data, the knowledge, you got it. Okay, got it. That's right understanding, okay? Seeing, remember what I said about correlation in your daily life? When you understand it, it's a conceptual understanding. It sticks in here. It hasn't translated, it hasn't oozed into the pores of your life. Hasn't. It's just there, brain knowledge. This is what the Buddha called lap Dhamma. Okay? Lap Dhamma means you stand up, drop off. It sits on your lap, so you stand up, gone. So as you walk out of BF, bye-bye Dhamma, bye-bye, see you next week. Okay? So, right understanding, not enough. Has to have right seeing. Right seeing means you say, as you seek and you want and you chase, that's where the dukkha is, that's where suffering arises. Okay? How many of you know this because you know? No hand? Seriously? Don't shame me like that. All right? You all know, right? The bunch of you know. That's right seeing. That's right seeing. Then you say, no, right seeing is only in meditation. No. Look, how many Sangha you know walk around like a zombie? Like they're always meditating. Like, don't have what? They are living life like regular person. They don't like, They don't do that, right? So right seeing is not only in meditation. It's in daily life. As you're brushing your teeth, as you're bathing, as you're lying down in bed, as you're seated, stretched out. All the right seeing. Remember Ananda? They all like, whoa, Ananda's so special. Why? Why is Ananda special? neither seated nor lying in between. Okay? As he was, the celebrated story about Ananda is, as he was lying down mindfully, just see how long he took, boom, he realized there and then it came alive for him, Arahant. Okay? That was Ananda. Who is to say yours is not like that? Maybe the Ananda is one, then there are many, many more than you. Right? Who knows? Who knows? Right? In between life. Okay. Right practice. So you see and you must go, right? You see and you go. Then you say, why not right practice? You can also have right understanding, right practice, right seeing, but you must have them. Okay? I will throw it right inside. Yeah, man, next class will have right inside. That's the jnana, but different story on a different day, okay? Finally, this is when your gem without, triple gem is without Buddha. Next time must bring a book here, Dhamma, right? Sangha will go find Sangha without, outside. The qualities must become within. That in daily life, you are still observing, still reminding yourself the Dhamma, still wanting to observe all these frames in your mind, okay? For detail, next week. It's only next Saturday we start, okay? Oh yeah, this week, yeah. Coming up Saturday. Okay. We got 10 more slides to go. There's no Sangha today, okay? Lunch will be late. So for those of you who wish to leave earlier, it's okay. It's all recorded. Okay, Saddha treatment. This is very quick. Saddha in Buddhism must always sit on knowledge, understanding, and insight. Okay, that's straightforward. By now you know. And Saddha is a critical milestone. Did you all not realize? I don't know whether you all realize this, but did you know that what changes you from a worldling to an Arahant, Arya, not Arahant, Arya, Sotapanna, right? That transition, Saddha. Did you not realize that? Every one of them, it's that transition. Means faith, Saddha, conviction, confidence, right? That transition. Because if you look at the fetter, just by way of quick summary, fetters are bonds that tie you to rebirth, that tie you to life after life after life after life. You want to break it, you need to break 10 shackles. One of the shackles, in fact, the first one says 𝑣𝑐𝑘𝐶𝑖, which is doubt. The part of you that cannot be sure, not sure, doubt. What's the opposite of doubt? Trust, confidence, conviction, Saddha. Okay? So the very first you break is doubt, 𝑣𝑐𝑘𝐶𝑖. And if you come for class, I'll tell you the rest of the story. Okay, now we're going to go through fast. Okay? Power of Saddha. So actually this class is about the power of Saddha. And then you say, yeah, you talk so much about other things, then power like 5 slides, done. It's fast. This is the easy one. Agree or not? At the very, very, very minimum. How many of you this morning when you sat down to kind of calm your mind, right? How many of you actually felt really good? So few, come on. I know it's much more. Today I like whack on the... So some of you say, I don't really know metta. Don't worry. The part where we say, I'm very grateful to be here. How did you all feel? Grateful, right? How did grateful feel? Joy. You say, no, it's grateful. Look, you are grateful to be here. What is here? BF, okay. What is BF? Buddhist. You at that point, without too many words, you're connected to a belief, a faith. You are just so happy that you are here as part of this journey together. This is your bond, okay? So for sure, next time you look at the Buddha Rupa, you must get goose pimples or coming up. If you get that, the force is strong in you. Saddha is strong in you, okay? Every time, you hear me out, every time you go before the Buddha Rupa, and as you bow, right, ripples of goose pimples surface, right? The force is strong in you. That's where you know your saddha is strong, okay? What if I don't really understand Dhamma, but when I bow, it happens? Saddha is very good, very strong in you. Saddha, just saddha. So my saddha is blind? Yes, blind, but very good blind. It's blind, it's okay, but it's good, okay? You are what I will term as, the fifth one you will see, you are what I would term as 乖. 乖 means obedient. Good, obedient kid, okay? Okay, So one touch by saddha will be inspired and grateful. And that's where you take out your checkbook and go, BF, go ahead. Alright? Now, the point I want to make is, saddha, because of the joy that it triggers, you need that for jhana. Okay? For those of you like, how do I do jhana? Step 1, joy. Step 1 is joy. Step 1 is not watch breathing. Okay? If you say, step 1 is watch breathing, then I don't feel joy, then you stop watching breathing. Watch something else. Okay? Next. Why is saddha important? Because you feel joyous, your mind will be open, and you're very receptive. This is where you are Dyson vacuum cleaner. Okay? People talk and you soak in the Dhamma. Suck in the Dhamma. So when the sound comes out, we all know Dyson, okay? You will listen attentively to the... I tell you that one, okay, this is the process. This is the learning process. And some parts of it is already said by the Buddha. Remember, I always say, come, sit, nisidati. Sit, here. Pay attention, here. So he always starts off with, pay attention, I will speak. This is usually how it is said in the sutta. So he reminds people to focus. And why you come and you sit, right? Why? Sit means he got a lot to say to you, lah. But you must go to him. If I come to you, you may or may not hear. You guys come here to listen to Dhamma, so you're very attentive, right? At home, you're not so attentive. I know, right? At home, not so attentive, but here, very attentive. Okay? So you hear. If you hear, you will register. You register, you will remember. So if you don't remember how to practice, nothing comes out. Only when you remember, you can practice. So all those who are taking copious notes, very good, I want those notes. Okay, right? And once you can remember, you can reflect. When you are brushing your teeth, it will come out. It will come out. When the mind is quiet, it will come out. And as it comes out, as you understand, you apply more. Okay, you do more. And as you apply, it will change you. That's what it means. Okay? Next. Writing perception. Correcting perception. Okay, this is the one that I need to talk about. I take a bit more time. When must we finish? Like, hurry up. Okay. This is the part that typically you don't hear people talk about it. Okay? You look at me first. The notes will be given to you anyway. All of us sit with a lens in our head. This is our worldview. We judge people based on that lens, right? You see someone dressed like that, okay? Then we're all very modern, right? You see someone very nice. Lens, there is a lens. There is a lens, and this lens is essentially an amalgamation of your life, conscious life, your conscious mind, digesting, learning, evolving as you go along. Okay? All of us have it. That is why we are so different in how we judge others and judge ourselves, how we behave, how we read things, how we understand things. It goes through that lens. In Pali, we call it sanya. There's a Pali word for it. The Buddha is brilliant. Okay? It's your sanya. Okay. Our sanya. So now I'm introducing a new word. You come for a class, I give you the rest. Okay? Sanya, right? This sanya is very powerful because it is who you are. You are feeling and perception. Okay? In how you interact with the world, you're feeling and perception. Some of you will see someone and you're like, I don't like. Why? Hasn't done anything. It's a complete stranger. I don't like. Don't know why. Don't like. That is your sanya talking. It's your sanya that enables you to say, I like, I don't like. You're judging. And we always judge based on sanya. And some of us can be the sweetest, mild-mannered, even-tempered, gentle, but the sanya very strong. Views very strong. And because your views are so strong, you can't hear the Dhamma unless it's processed through your view. The reason why some of us struggle so hard understanding, and some of us, no leh, very easy. And then you say, I'm smarter than you, but I take longer to understand because the Dhamma goes into your ear, got stuck in traffic jam of your thoughts. Okay, you have a lot of thoughts, you have a lot of ideas. So, so everybody go in the same, huh? The wave is the same, the sound waves. So some of you, the views are so strong, Dhamma never got in. It fell by the wayside. It hit here and kena jam, got stuck. Okay? But some of you are so porous. Like all comes in, all flow through, all goes through. Right? Okay, the great thing is, by the way, I'm like that. There you go. This kind got problem. I'm just sharing with you the problem. This type has problem. Because everything comes in, right? Then you got no Dhamma filter. Then what happened? Pray here, pray. Right? Go bow there, bow. Right? Whatever you say, you just tell me I do. Has a problem. But these kind of pattern learn very fast. Because everything. Just Dyson cleaner, literally Dyson cleaner has no filter. Just zhoo. The good thing is, it's fast. The bad thing is, it sucks out whatever is there. You need a blend. That's why you need knowledge. You have the Dhamma knowledge to go in, and eventually, hopefully, it becomes the filter for you. And once you have that filter, you are safe. On the one hand, you can like suck in happily. The other, okay, actually, maybe this is the wrong way to use it, but the idea here is you can soak in and it will work. Okay? Saddha is very important for overwriting your lens. Okay? And then some of you will say, I can't hear how to absorb. Be aware of that problem. So when you're listening to Dhamma, you may have to say things to yourself like, don't talk, just listen. Focus, just keep an open mind. So you tell yourself, I will keep an open mind. Okay. Instead of everything the monk said or everything the teacher said, you have a rejoinder in there. What we call the left-hand column, very noisy. You don't want that. So you are not conscious that you're being stubborn, that you are attached to your views. You're not conscious of it, but it's there. So you only hear the good things, hear the things you agree with. Everything else you didn't hear. So this part, Saddha, this is the part that you need to realize. You don't get this, then you'll be wondering, why I'm so intelligent, why I'm so diligent, I work so hard, I meditate all my life, I still don't get it. And you know, because you're intelligent, you know, you are not getting it. The Dhamma is still not making sense. And it's really because of your views. You sit down there and you complain and you argue. In your head, you argue so much. You're so conscientious, you argue every day. It's not a good thing, okay? Now, what is it that you're supposed to override? Now I'm going to go fast. You override your habits. Your mind thinks of the world in a certain way. You got to override that. Override. So that is why it's called right view. The first thing it's trying to do for you is to override your view. Right? The whole of the Eightfold Path starts with right view. Overriding must start. Then you say, how come Eightfold Path didn't start with faith? You must have faith, then you override. Remember? Faith, then override. So the faith is the preamble. It's that preamble. And because this Eightfold Path was actually trained to monks. Hello, you left your house, you left your property, you shave your head, you change your appearance. You don't have faith? Something is off, right? You had faith already, now you come, okay? So, override view, and therefore, in Pali, we say panya. It's overwriting to make wisdom arise. Override what? Habits, okay? Override this. This. We know what the Buddha teach. How many of us walk around with metta, 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 metta? How many? Nobody. Just okay, just don't go and scold people, don't get agitated, right? We don't do that. Start, and in step. This is in step. Tame your negativity, positivity will come. But positivity will slip away. So you must hold on to positivity. Purify mind, Brahmavihara. Okay? It is not a good to have, it's a must have. Because this is the second pillar of the practice. Third one, what are you supposed to override? Agree or not? Every day your mind will think of this, think of that, think of what to do, think of what. How many of you are already thinking of what to eat? Lunch is coming up. Yeah. How many of you are like, when is she finished? She's taking too long. Okay. Don't do that. Don't do that. Enjoy yourself. Okay? Enjoy. Okay. So you're overwriting the habit to think, to go chase after things. Otherwise, the mind cannot settle. Okay? Finally, most important, enabler for enlightenment. There are, some of you might have heard of the 37 factors of enlightenment, right? 37 factors, a few of them actually specifically mentioned you need saddha. In the DFC this year, there is one entire course on this. You need saddha for realization. Because saddha triggers the others. You don't have saddha, the others okay, think of saddha like the chief or security guard. When the chief goes on break, the other security guard, it's a good time to sky. To sky, right? Sky. Yeah, to sky. Okay? The more powerful your saddha, the faster and more profound your change. Okay? The stronger your saddha, the more profound it is. For some of you who has gone for retreat and have one moment of awakening in your retreat, right? What will happen? I tell you, what will happen? You have one moment, suddenly your saddha will soar. Okay? That one moment of Dhamma insight, and the saddha soars, like whoosh, takes off. Okay? And when that happens, you feel joy. You're like, oh man, Dhamma, Buddha, the man, like, Dhamma, the book. Yeah. Okay, that will happen. And then you find that you can no longer turn back. You cannot unlearn what you have learned. Unseen what you have seen. It won't happen. Okay? And that's when you know you've become a Dhamma follower. Or a faith follower, whatever. But you've become a follower of the practice. Okay? Got it? Power or not? Okay, now my question to you. Before I do this, I will ask this first. Yes. No, I want to ask you the delta, the difference. When you start out and when you end, has there been a change to your perception of what saddha is? Got shift or not? How many has shifted 5? Like, I start with 1 and now I'm 5. How many is 4? Move 4 point. 4 point. How many move 3 point? 3 point. How many has moved 2 point? How many move 1 point? Your one better be on 5, ah. You guys better be on 5, ah. If like I'm 5, then I'm 5, affirm, that's okay. Let's move on, okay. I'm 1, then I'm still 1, then wasted the whole morning on you. Right? So the idea here is really to get you excited about Sakha. Okay, Q&A. I finished. Q&A.
Any questions? Raise your hand.
Thank you, Sister Sylvia. About your learning process, the various steps that you listen, maybe I just add the finally, if you actually, after you learn, you share. Actually, in the sharing, actually, it helps your own practice.
Very good. I love that. Yes, absolutely. And the Buddha has actually said that there are a few ways in which people will learn. One is when you sit for a class like this, you listen. Okay? Or if you go online, you watch video. Okay, Buddha time got no online, but the idea here is you go pull. You go pull and you hear. A second way is when you meditate. So you must hear, you understood things. When you meditate, some of these thoughts will come up. A third way is, so in the way that you pull, right, there are two parts to it. One way is you listen to another downloading to you, someone explaining to you. The second way is you went to pull, you read, you reflect. So in the old days, they call it chanting, right? Recital. Because in the old days, got no books. So the only way they can remember, they can learn, they have to memorize. So they chant together, they memorize. And then in their quiet moments, the words come up again in their head. Okay? So this is how you are supposed to recall and apply, and that's how you learn. Another way, a fourth way is when you teach, when you share, because it will reinforce your learning. It will help to clarify your thoughts. The fifth way is in daily life. If your mind is steady and quiet, this is where you have your Dhamma moments. Because what has already been digested, at the appropriate time, it will surface. And then you will see in daily life. And all those Dhamma moments are very important for learning also. Okay? Yes?
Any other questions? Raise your hand. Come over.
No online question.
No online questions for now.
Anyone not here, sorry. Online, no business.
Is there anyone with questions here? Yeah. But Sis Sylvia, so I mean, like maybe I'll just also ask, like you mentioned just now, right? One way is to pull gather, read and all this, then we reflect, right? But I guess before, to grow this sadha, one also must have learned, right? Yes. So to be able to pull, because it's quite a common question that people ask to say, like, yeah, but I don't know where to find the resources. Right.
Come for DFC. Hey, guys, I spent 2 days, not 2 days, two sessions working out the slides here. Just half a day, it's all done, right? You know how many weeks I spent preparing the next that class? Like since the beginning of this year, I've been working on the slides, okay? And why do you need a consistent one? First and foremost, because when you come together to learn, there is a community. And all of you will pick up the same language with some common alignment in understanding. And so when you tell another, after that class, I went home and this is what I experienced. They all know what happened. So you want this community to learn together, which is why if you're signing up, I will really advise you come on site. On-site has like 100% charged learning, okay? Charge, like that one, okay? Online, it's a bit harder. Okay, then also, that when you come for a class like this, it's called foundational program. So we will systematically build. This is the same class that was conducted last year, covered in 9 sessions. This year, I'm taking out one of the modules, but it has 14 classes. almost, not completely, but essentially 60% more time devoted. And that's because we want to go deeper into the subject. Hey, somebody may say, do I need to come for a class like this? You don't need to come for this class, but you must learn. You can learn online, you can listen to some talk, but it must be one of those that stretches. You go in, come out. Look, your exercise, right? Or at least you know what is exercise. You do, right? How long does it take before your muscles start to form? How long does it take for your stamina to go up? For you to have breath when you're walking or running? It takes a while, right? Because the body needs to acclimatize. It's the same. Your mind also needs to acclimatize to the Dhamma. Remember your sanya, right? Your perception. Your perception very rude leh. Your perception, our perception, not just yours, mine also. Our perception, we all think we are right. We all do, right? And you must have heard this before when someone said, I used to say this a lot. I used to say, you think you know better than the Buddha. I used to say that. You think you know better than Buddha. Right? You remember? Because Buddha says, if you have all these mental conditions, you will realize, and you say, not me lah, I cannot one. You know better than Buddha. Yeah, but Buddha doesn't know me. You're very special, meh? You are so special that centuries of people not like you. Cannot be, right? You are like everyone else. You just don't have confidence. But your faith in the Buddha not enough for you to believe that the Dhamma will work, regardless of how stupid you are. How stupid, how difficult, how resistant you are. But you really want to learn, you will learn. You will change. Because that's the Dhamma. It will work one. I guarantee. And since I'm not collecting money, I guarantee money back. Okay? It will work, don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay?
For all those who wonder, as in like what Sis Sylvia say about the class, it's called the Dhamma Foundation Course 2, Part 2, right? It's on the Practitioner's Dhamma that starts next Saturday, 6 May, at 1:30 to 4:30. You can find more information on the notice board also, otherwise check on Buddhist Fellowship Facebook.
You can come online.
Yeah.
You can come on site. I think, just come lah. Then they say, we only take 80. Can I got space lah? Okay? You can come on site, 1:30 to 4:30 Saturday afternoon, starting next week. Okay? And if you must sign up quickly because they're going to send out the reading. Has it gone out yet? Today. It will go up today, the reading. Then you say, got reading? Suta lah. And the people who are this Zai, you know Zai and Abby, the two of them have already, they're like spoon feeding babies like that. They tell you what sutta, they do summary, they give you the link. Last year I didn't do any of those things. All right, I know. I gave it to them so they do very sweet. I only focus on the important. Don't let them hear that. Yeah. Yes, you have a question? And it will run from May to August, end August, okay? Yes.
Thank you, Sylvia. Yeah, I just thought about this, the 𝑒𝑡𝑖𝑝𝑖𝑠𝑜 thing, the chant. There's one part it says, you know, the four pairs of individuals, and then the 8 individuals. Like you explained, you know, is referring to the 8 persons. So I read somewhere else, just in Chinese. Actually, it said that the translation is that it refers to the 8 persons who were following the 4 Noble Truths, and then they also conversant with the Eightfold Path. So I'm just wondering, you know, why is there a difference in the translation between the English ones and the Chinese ones? And why do you have to specify 4 pairs of men? You just say 8 men will do, right?
No, 4 pairs. Because for every step, what it tells you, right? 4 pairs, 8 individuals. Correct? So sorry, I'll repeat again. 4 pairs, 8 individual. What it tells you is the practice and the realization, knowing how you do it, and finally enjoying the results. These 2 parts are 2 separate points of experience. Points of experience. It's like, I know how to bake a cake, but to taste the cake takes a while, right? You understand, huh? I know how to bake the cake. Important or not? It's important. Because if you don't know how to bake a cake, you need to go buy if you want to eat cake. These guys, they need to self-service. There is no way someone can, oh, voila, congratulations, so tapana you. Don't have, okay? You have to know how to do it, know how to change the way your brain is wired, or your mind has predisposition. You must know how to change those predisposition. You must know how to do it. Then while you are working at shifting your habits, rewiring yourself, right? As you go through this process, you become clearer and clearer why these steps are like that, what it means for the steps to create, what kind of effect it will create, but you may not have actually feel the effect yet. And then one day, you sit around somewhere, and maybe that's when you go, actually, this is it. This is what it means. And you feel this, whatever, the joy, whatever, right? You have to come for the class. I'll tell you the rest of the story. I keep saying that because I cannot start another talk now. This is an entire talk. Why is it different? Actually, they're not different. The translation seems to imply different thing, but the end result is the same. Okay? Yeah.
Any other questions?
One more question. I'll take one more question.
Thank you, Sister Sylvia. I was wondering, in Theravada Buddhism, is there any sutta or commentary that describes stages of the path towards enlightenment? For example, it's something similar to the Lam-Rim in Tibetan Buddhism.
They have.
Thank you.
Not the commentary. Commentary, I'm not interested. The suttas they have. It's just like 𝑒𝑡𝑖𝑝𝑖𝑠𝑜, right? You guys have been reading it, chanting it so often. But the deeper meaning of what it entails, you may not catch it. You know, you may kind of, I don't know what this means because let me tell you why. Why is it like that? Why can't the Buddha be more clear, right? Why? Actually, how the Buddha actually have that particular conversation, nobody knows. Exactly like, hello, how are you? Have you eaten? Nobody knows what exactly transpired. But the key teaching, that's what they captured. It's like a summary of the key points of discussion. Okay? What exactly, how I conducted this class, nobody knows. 2,500 years from now, nobody knows. Nobody cares. Right? But maybe the slides will survive. And so that's all they remember. You get it? Then what it means is, over the years, they need to unpack these. And the Buddha said this in one of his, in Mahaparinibbana, he actually said, ideally, you have a spectromic view of his overall comprehensive view of what was taught. Then you can train yourself into discerning what's right teaching and what's wrong teaching. But in order to get to that point, you have to have that comprehensive view of what he taught. He said this in Mahaparinibbana. Okay, your question, were there explanation of steps? His explanation specifically is on Sotapanna. There were not so much steps, but the milestones were there. He did talk about the Sotapanna's experience. Then you say, what about the others? You get to Sotapanna, the rest will happen. Why waste time explaining to you the Sakadagami, the Anagami, the Ara? Why waste time? Once you get to Sotapanna, do you care? You don't. 7 lives only max. you're done. So you don't really care. You come lah. It will happen by itself, lor. Do you understand? So there's no need to explain the rest. But yes, the Sotapanna, there's detail. The practices are all the same. It's the Noble Eightfold Path or the 37 Factors of Enlightenment. Then you go, why from 8 to 37? Come for class. Come for class and you will know. I cannot guarantee you Sotapanna lah. That kind cannot, not me, okay? Because much of the heavy lifting is done by the individual. But I can guarantee you, maybe guarantee is too strong a word. Now I better do this accurately. I can assure you there is no wrong teaching. And I can assure you that if you put in the effort to understand, to internalize, to make it come alive in your daily life, if you can do that, Dhamma Foundation can be your entry. Not the stream, your entry to a deeper understanding. I hope that I hope the learning outcome is you will walk away going, I know how it is done. I'm not there. So you kind of know you're not. It's like today, right? Parents. Your kids go for PSLE, you know whether he can make it or not. Lah. You can have hope. You can be very hopeful. But you also have reality check. You kind of know. How do you know? Because you know what is PSLE. You've gone through it yourself 30,000 years ago. Right? So you roughly know this kind of pattern cannot make it unless the Devas intervene. You also know. Then if indeed he scored his 4-star, you quickly go and, wow, thank you very much. This is fruits, vegetables. You will cook a salad for the Devas. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. You get to understand what the mind practice entails. A point will come when you know. You don't need someone to tell you. And one of the things that is said, by the way, one of the things that is said in the sutta, it says, how do you know you're a Sotapanna, right? You will see again and again, this phrase will come out. The fellow will say, I don't turn to another teacher. Always this phrase will come out. You go and look at Nakula Pita and Matu, father mother of Nakulas, okay? And you look at this, the old man was very sick. He was like dying. At that time, he was just very sick, like he's not dying. Then the wife tried to assure him that she's okay. And essentially, what she was describing is the mind of the Sotapanna. And one of the things she said to him was, if you are worried that I might stray from this Dhamma and go and consult other teachers, rest assured that won't happen. And I know what I need to do, and I will continue this journey, even if you're not here. So you say, anybody also can say that. Can you now see Sada got problem? But this is beautiful, right? Actually, what it means is that the day may come, some of you, when you find that your heart is settling, that you no longer yearn for the Dhamma because you know the Dhamma, that you're very comfortable. Even if at that point your mind hasn't completely entered the stream, you are now what you will call Dhamma follower or a Saddha follower, a faith follower. And when the time comes for you to make transition in this life, you will enter that stream. You will experience the fruits. He said, Buddha say one, he promised. He promised. He said there will be a group that's called the pre-Sotapanna. If you like the Dhamma follower, the faith follower, they are the pre-Sotapanna. Okay? They practice and practice and practice the whole life. But because of their anxiety, can't get it. Okay? But just before they die, let's just be frank, you will die one day. Okay? So just before they die, the karma comes alive for them. And that's their sadhu moment. They will get it. They will enter that stream. Okay? It's like a last minute catch the bus. You chase her, chase her, chase her, chase her, and then, ta-da, at the door, open, you go up. Okay? That's what it means. So I don't worry. I mean, I don't worry for people. You will get it. You just do as he tells you, you will get it. The time will come, then you just like woes your way through. Okay?
Sis Sylvia, actually we have 2 online questions though.
Oh, you all can
You
go
want-
home, it's okay.
Maybe they are short. Yeah, so the first one is, how does a 5 preceptor survive a challenging work environment?
Oh, that's, this one, oh great, give me an opportunity. You all know about Handful of Leaves, right? It's online, it's on Telegram, so you all must subscribe to Telegram, sorry. So Handful of Leaves, it's actually organized by this bunch of young adult professionals, and they tackle all these kind of questions. How do you survive the workplace, being effective Buddhist leaders, being effective, how do we ask for promotion as a Buddhist? I thought that was hilarious. It is so cute, right? They wanted, this bunch of young adults, they're all from BF, some of them. They wanted to answer questions that people want to know. So you go on Telegram, you go subscribe to this. Every week, twice a week, they give you new things to learn. Right? Handful of leaves. I should have just trusted my instinct yesterday and put up the slides. Yesterday when I was doing this, I actually had the slide there. 21 slides, too much already, I just delete one more. It's called Handful of Leaves. To use an analogy by the Buddha, which is another story for another day. Okay.
The other question is, who and what am I, and in layman's terms?
You are karma. Your karma. Okay? Lovely. Okay.
Let's say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
You know my trademark. I was looking for a different slide. But I love the elephant. And I love that the Sangha would accept and help the elephant. So even the elephant can be drawn to the positive energy of a practitioner. It's so beautiful. So, sorry, it's not the picture that I want you to focus on, it's the words. You all have a lot of joy, I can feel it, which means you have tremendous merits today. Okay? Papa, you're married. Papa means fufu. I know the Chinese always repeat stuff lah. Fufu, like heart, yeah, like that, okay? So, because you have a lot of merits, this is when I urge you and encourage you to share. Later on, we're going to do some sharing of merits with BF members who have passed on and BF members who are sick in hospitals, some end stage. So this is a time when I hope the family has turned on the TV and the thing and they can partake in this. Now, of course, beyond that, so here the word says be generous, right? This is his first teaching, Dana, be generous. So I hope that you will do something today to express your gratitude to the Buddha. Today and more days. Okay, don't just stop today. Huh? A reminder, our predecessors have scored a lot of merits for us to be here, to be born in Singapore, to have this opportunity to be learning the Dhamma. So they have done great work, and we are beneficiaries. On our part, we need to continue doing good work. For the one that comes after, for others who are here with us, okay? And the last one is an aspiration that the Dhamma may last long. We know one day Dhamma teaching will end. This is the nature. This is nature. It will dissipate. But we hope that before that happens, as much of us as possible will make it true and end this story, okay? May we all enjoy supportive conditions for growth, for learning and practice and growth. And may we, this stream, not deviate from Dhamma until Nibbana. Okay? Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu.
Some of you may know there is this Sri Lankan uncle who joins us for classes? Oh, you managed to find it. Well done. Okay. He's a BF. He's a staunch BF supporter and a frequent. Coming to BF gives him a lot of joy. I feel sad because I know him. May I invite everyone to share your merits with him? Spend just a minute, share your merits, and wish him well on his journey. Maybe he be well and happy. May Brother Upo be well and happy wherever he has a reason. Sister Sally Lim, do you have it? Don't have. Sister Sally Lim Ching Tuan passed away last month, 26 March last month. Family has requested that we share. Let's just spend a moment for Sister Sally Lim. Two others asked for our help to wish them well. This is Brother Kiseng, student in DFC. He is in hospital, and we are wishing him peaceful and settled mind because he practiced, he knows. It's a peaceful and settled mind, and may the Triple Gem continue to bless him, be a source of comfort for his journey. And finally, I don't have this last one also. The name is Brother Wong Mantin. He is under hospice care. Brother Wong Mantin is under hospice care. We also wish him well, wish that his mind is settled, peaceful, and may he continue to be blessed by the Triple Gem. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Let us go for the closing and dedication of merits. Yep, in Anjali position. Yep. Okay. Let us invite all sentient beings to participate in our acquired merits. 𝑒𝑡𝑎𝑤𝑎𝑡ℎ sampadam punya sampadam sabbe dewa anumodantu sabba sampati siddhya 𝑒𝑡𝑎𝑤𝑎𝑡ℎ sampadam punya sampadam sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampati siddhya 𝑒𝑡𝑎𝑤𝑎𝑡ℎ sampadam punya sampadam sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampati siddhya. Dedication of merits. Let us dedicate the merits of participating in a wholesome Dhamma activity to our departed relatives and friends. Idam me nyatina hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idam me nyatina hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idam me nyatina hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. End of service dedication. I dedicate the merits which I have accumulated to the cultivation of my mind in order to bring happiness and benefits to all sentient beings. I dedicate the merits to my parents, children, spouse, relatives, friends, colleagues, and my adversaries, wishing them long life, good health, happiness, and prosperity. May we never part from the Triple Gem, and may we always walk the path towards enlightenment. Closing homage. Let us pay respects to the Triple Gem. Arahang Sama Sambuddho Bhagava Buddham Bhagavantam Abhivademi. Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammam Namasami. Supatipano Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangho Sanghang Namami. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May all be well and happy. Have a good week ahead and many Dhamma moments. So please join us at the potluck lunch outside. Yeah. Have a good week ahead. Thank you, everyone. Everyone, you can leave the chairs and all this here. Actually, there is the meditation class in the afternoon later. So you just don't need to keep the chairs and the cushions. Just leave it here. Thank you.